Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, highest ever captive power generation recorded by SAIL Rourkela steel plant in 2019-20. And SAIL RSTV continues efforts to prevent the outbreak of COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Captive Power Plant 1 and Captive Power Plant 3 of SAIL Rourkela steel plant have combinedly generated 61.68 megawatt of power in the year 2019-20, which is the highest ever captive power generation from the plant. With this, the steel plant has registered a growth of 14.65% over 2018-19. CPP1 clocked an average power generation of 37.13 megawatt, which is a growth of 23.3% over the previous year. The unit also achieved its APP target for 8 consecutive months during the year. CPP3 achieved its highest ever power generation of 36.74 megawatt since inception in February 2020. As an effect of the dedicated approach of the collective, techno-economic parameters like specific power consumption was also reduced by 3.43%. Several measures were taken by CPP1 collective to achieve production targets with maximum emphasis on improvement in safety and housekeeping. The turbo alternator 6, which was not in operation for more than 1.5 years due to vibration issues, was stabilized and made operational. Commissioning, stabilizing and consistent operation of turbo blower 6 contributed in increasing the hot metal production and also improved the availability of blast furnace gas to power plant. As a result, steam generation from boilers also improved. The loading of TRTG was also increased from 14 megawatt to 16 megawatt. Consistency in power generation was achieved with better utilization of coal firing in boilers during low availability of gaseous fuel. Higher availability of boilers in power and blowing stations, modification in superheaters of CDCP boilers 1 and 4, improvement in operating condenser vacuum of turbo alternators and turbo blowers and several such endeavors led to RSP setting new benchmarks in captive power generation. While generating power, the Captive Power Plant 1 collective also made it a mission to take care of the environment. Each employee of the department has planted and taken care of a plant, and at present 300 palm trees are being maintained by them. Improvement in illumination has further improved the safety and ambience of the unit. Responding to the huge challenge posed by the pandemic COVID-19, SAIL Rourkela steel plant is taking every possible step to prevent the outbreak of the deadly disease. Different departments of the steel plant are working in close coordination round the clock to safeguard the plant as well as the steel township from the pandemic. Continuing the massive sanitization drive of different departments and public places, the Fire Services Department undertook the sanitization of Sintering Plant 3 and Hot Strip Mill 1 on 10th April 2020. The employees are also making noteworthy contribution in the fight against the pandemic. They have been taking special care to maintain cleanliness of their workplace and rest areas and abiding by the basic advisories like maintaining social distancing, periodical sanitization of hands and using masks. With this, we come to the end of this news bulletin. Namaskar.